Hey, beautiful seekers of the planets, seekers and crosswatchers. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Existential Shift. In case you're new, very happy to have every single one of you. If you're here, be sure to say hello so I know you're around, so I can see that the chat is operating. If you're tuning in after the live and you're watching the recording, because it's a live session and I am interacting with the chat, so it will be chill and it might take some time. I'm hoping that one of you will be willing to timestamp the zodiac signs, when is which reading, and that way, hello Brad, thank you so much for joining. And that way, for the sake of the seekers who will tune in later, they'll be able to just jump to the signs that they want to watch. Hi, Maria. Thank you for joining me. Hello. I see there's several of you in the chat. Be sure to like the video when you join. It's very, very important. If you're enjoying this, you probably want others to join this as well, to enjoy this and join this as well. And that simple press of a button does a whole lot of magic. It goes a long way. Let me know if the image, by the way, is fluid or if it's like rigid. It's important for me to know the quality of this streaming service to see if I want to continue doing this streaming service or change it up. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. Hi, Alex. Thank you. Green Apple. Hello. I'm so happy to have you guys join me. Thank you so much. We'll wait about an extra minute to give more people the chance to join. If anyone joining in that is a moderator, please let me know. If I don't have any moderators and someone is willing to volunteer and do moderating work, that will be super helpful. Let me know as well. That way I can focus more on the messages and on the readings. What else? This is Crosswatchers only. Now, obviously, because I'm going to go sign by sign, you're all welcomed here. Duh. But keep in mind that when I'm reading about you to someone who is dealing with you, you're saying the quality is not very good? Okay, good to know. Thank you for letting me know. We'll do our best because this is what we have for now, but it's good to know for next time. I'll try to figure it out. So when I'm reading about you for someone else who's dealing with you, your shadows will come out. The fishy, wishy-washy behavior will come out. So you might not really enjoy it and are likely to be triggered by it. Hi, Jennifer. Video is behind audio. Okay, I'm hoping it will get sorted out because I reduced the quality for the sake of it going faster. But if not, we're just gonna have to make the best of it. Okay. Don't look at me. Just hear me. What was I saying? Yeah. So you might be triggered by it if you'll watch your sign, for the cross watchers. And if you choose to watch it, that's fine. That's your choice. But I've given the disclaimer. I've warned you. There's a great likelihood that you will learn from it, but then you'll have to be super open-minded and patient and able to digest possible criticism. Maybe not. Maybe you'll come off as the angel. I don't know yet, just in case. Okay, I'm going to try something else for a second just to possibly fix the delay between the sound and the image. It might look not as good, but it might help. So hold on. Let's see. How is it now? I think it's even worse. Yeah, no, that's terrible. Hold on. Let's try this one. How about now? I think there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, that's sad. Yesterday I went live and it was fine. And I did it with the same service. So I'm not sure. I apologize. Guys. I'm trying new things to embed, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. How is it now? Okay, we're just going to have to live with it. We're just going to have to live with it. Okay, so because it's Gemini's birthday, happy birthday to all my Geminis who are joining. We're going to start with Crosswatchers for Gemini. So I'm going to write it down. And if you're time stamping this, so this probably will be helpful for you. Cross watching for Gemini. Okay. I'm going to do there we go. Okay. So you can see that this is for cross watching for Geminis now. Great. Okay, we're going to pull an animal spirit. One card for each of you. One card to represent cross-watcher. The seeker was cross-watching for Gemini. One card. Hi, Go-Go. So I have two cards. The first card is for the cross-watcher. This is you, Tarantula. And the card to represent Gemini is Hawk. Okay. So I'm going to have it in front of me just to have the energies. Okay, Crosswatcher, it seems that you are going through big change in your life. Something very, very meaningful. And you're possibly also dealing with something hidden that you don't necessarily want to share with your Gemini. I don't think it's good or bad. It doesn't show me that. It's just something it seems like you are way more multi-layered than you show them, right? And this is something that actually, and it's very stereotypical to Gemini, it makes them more curious, more interested, more into, like, they like the analytical challenge of trying to understand the person that they're dealing with. So on one hand, this is good because, okay, they're intrigued, they're curious. On the other hand, it could potentially show that once they get to know you and know more of your secrets and of your layers of existence, they become less in the hunter mindset. Because right now, your Gemini want to achieve you in a way. To say, oh, the seeker is mine, or I've managed to understand them, or I've managed to solve the riddle. You're like a mysterious riddle for them. But you need to ask yourself, do you want to connect with someone who needs you to be a riddle all the time? Who, once you open up and show yourself for who you are, or express yourself or feel vulnerable and open, they lose interest, or it's not that challenging, or it's not that interesting, right? Because then it's just a game of cat and mouse love. And love is where we're supposed to be able to feel the most vulnerable and the most open and the most safe, right? So that's just the energies that are coming up. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? So what is going on with Gemini's? Message for Crosswatchers dealing with the Gemini. Yeah, Maria, Taurus will be last because Taurus was first in the last batch. Last time I did Crosswatchers, I started with Taurus because it was their birthday. But tons to expect and lots to learn until then by watching the other signs. Okay? Just grab yourself a cup of tea and hang out. I'm really sorry for the delay with the image. That kind of sucks. Yesterday it worked perfect, and now it's a bit, you know how it is. You know what? Let's cast off any spiteful energies that are trying to meddle. This is my special obsidian candle holder. It is so freaking powerful. Like, I can't even. I made an investment in this, and I feel it. It's so worth it. Basically any intent that is coming my way, I take the energy, the pure form of energy of it, and transmute it into life force. So it doesn't matter if you send blessings or ill intent, I still enjoy the energy. However, if you're sending a blessing, I send it right back to you 1,000 folds as well. I wish you that and more. And if you're sending some sort of ill intent, I take the pure energy of it, and it empowers me, strengthens me. Thank you for choosing to send it over. But the ill intent itself that you attach to it, I send it back to the folds that the Lady Karma sees fit. I should start every reading with this. Okay. And that was a very quick but sharp and poignant lesson when it comes to energy work. You'll always have to deal with different people sending you all kinds of different energies. As long as you remember that energy is energy, but at the end of the day, it's just life force. And it translates and manifests as whatever we put intent into. And if you give power to other people's negative intent, then it could be digested by you negatively. However, if you separate them, just take the energy and be like, oh, thank you for the free energy. That's witchcraft. But send back the ill intent. They lose the energy that they used to send it over, and they get stuck with their bad wishes, you know? So it almost makes it fun. Not almost, it makes it fun. Sorry, it makes me sound like a kid. Okay. So, Crosswatcher is dealing with a Gemini. What's going on with Gemini in relation to you? What is going on with Gemini in relation to you? 8 of Wands. So there might come in communication, actually. They're either thinking about communicating or planning to communicate. 8 of Wands is a very swift card. It's very fast. It comes in without any facade, without a little bit of a show, but it's honest. It's direct. That's good. Okay, show me more, please. 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, I need one more for context. Gemini in relation to their crosswatcher. And 7 of Pentacles. They might have some family affairs that they feel either disappointed with or having to deal with. Things are not really happening their way. Like now, if it's regardless of outside family to you, if it has to do specifically to you, maybe they're going to communicate about expectations. What is it that each of you expects and wants in the long term? Now, this could mean that they want something very, very serious and long lasting with you. If I was only looking at these 2 cards, however, the 7 of Pentacles here shows a level of doubt and maybe even disappointment, not being sure if that's possible, not being sure if that's the right direction. I don't feel a decisiveness here. I don't feel an absolute yay or nay. What I do feel is really positive intent, but possible disappointment with the current reality and the situation. And this could be something exterior to you guys, right? This could be something that goes on in their work, something that goes on in their neighborhood, something that goes on with their family or relatives that doesn't really allow them to open up or give what they want to give. But very differently than the energies we've had for Gemini's last month, this seems very positive, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. The only thing that could be of a concern is this incredible interest that Hawk has towards this tarantula because of the mystery element to it. And are you allowed, you that is dealing with them, who's cross-watching, are you allowed to be simple? Are you allowed to be vulnerable? Are you allowed to just be honest and sincere about who and what you are? And then that doesn't demystifies you and making them less interested, right? So I would just have that in mind, right? I can't tell you what to do, but it's not really healthy to lead a dynamic of having to be the mouse in order to be chased by the cat. Does that make sense? Okay. I've stopped seeing the chat. Are you guys still here, or did it get stuck? And if you're dealing with a Gemini, feel free to let us know if this applies. If you are a Gemini and if you want to tell us if that's true to you. Okay, I hope the chat didn't get stuck. All right. Okay, let's move on to Crosswatchers dealing with Cancer. Save. Jamie says that it makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, let's pull Animal Spirit. Shelly, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the super chat and for the $10. And you're also a channel member. I greatly appreciate you. I would like to feature you with gratitude. Namaste. Greatly appreciate. Thank you, Shelly. Okay. That's awesome. All right. So let's pull Animal Spirit for Crosswatchers for Cancer and for Cancer. Show me the energies of Cancer. Show me Cancer's energy for my seekers who are dealing with Cancer. Show me one Animal Spirit to represent. This one is way slower than the Gemini. The Gemini came out really fast. I think for those of you dealing with the Gemini, you might have communication soon. Or if that doesn't apply, then maybe a progression of some sort. At least a very clear level of establishing expectations with that 10 of Pentacles. Okay, what it is that we're planting. sorry, Cancers. The energy is bringing me straight back to the Gemini energy. It's like pull. It's like a pull. It's like, I have more to say. Okay. Well, I think that's it. Okay. Cancer. Okay. So Cancer is represented by the bat. And let's see for... thank you, Shelly, for the seeker dealing with Cancer. Show me the energy of seeker dealing with Cancer. Vulture. So seeker, you're represented by the vulture here. You are really going through a very deep process of shadow work and transmutation and pulling out of your life really anything that isn't serving to you. You feel like that there's absolutely no room for anything other than absolute truth. You're like, hey, bat, aka hey, Cancer, if you have things that you're hiding from me, if you don't want to open up, if you want to keep operating in the shadows, if you want to send me only telepathic signals and not necessarily communicate, if you want to know what's going on with me but not let me know what's going on with you, that's just not going to work. I'm the freaking vulture. I clean the rot in order to help the dead matter to transmute back into the soil and grow new life, right? So if you're going to be, super sharp and intelligent and know-it-all in regards to not show yourself, right? If you keep operating in the dark, I'm going to be an even more masterful dark operator. And I'm just going to stop knowing that you exist. So Crosswatchers for Cancers, you guys are in a very powerful position. I don't think your Cancer is even aware. I think your Cancer is just behaving the way they're behaving, thinking that they have it all under control, that they can do whatever they want, and you're just gonna stick around and wait for it. Not sure why, but you're like doing something completely different. You're very, very empowered right now, and you're unapologetic, and you're just clearing your life. So Cancer needs to line up and behave more in the light, because the vulture, even though they operate with death and rot and darkness, they do so for the sake of life and light and growth, right? It's counterintuitive. So if you want the vulture, so if Cancer wants you, represented by the vulture here, to show itself to you once more, show yourself to them once more. Sorry for getting mixed up in the energies. They're going to have to move from being a bat to like a nightingale or something like that, like to be very clear and out in the open. Maybe your Cancer wants to keep things in the dark. Maybe it's like a secret type of relationship. Maybe they want to hide you from someone, right? And maybe they don't want to expose you to the public. And you're like, enough is enough. I can't, I can't keep feeding on this. I have to feed off of life and light. Okay. So that's the general energies from the animal spirit. Let's look at the tarot. What did I do? Oh no, I literally turned all the cards up. You guys, you have no idea what I just did. This is like Mercury in its shadow on steroids. I'm sorry, this is going to take a second. If there's anyone who's dealing with a Cancer in the house, let me know. If you are a Cancerian, I see we have a Cancer rising. You're acting like a bat, lady. That's okay. Bats are amazing. Okay. I need to fix the tarot for a second because it got all completely mixed up. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, you're a Cancer dealing with a Cancer? That's hysterical. It's either like the best or the worst. It's either like you're building worlds together and you're so much there for each other and like best friends forever and like camaraderie and like brothers, siblings in arms, stuff like that, or partners in crime, whatever, Bonnie and Clyde type of energy, or you're like, it's a fest of coercion and pride. Okay. For my seekers dealing with a Cancer, show me what's going on with Cancer in relation to them. Four of Swords. So it's a waiting game. They're not sure. Oh, 2 more cards. Six of Pentacles. Okay. And 3 of Wands. Okay. It could be a situation where your Cancerian person is not sure how much they want to give to you, how much they want to be there for you, how much, if at all, they're interested. So they might be breadcrumbing you, like, like when someone sustains the relationship, like just keeping it on low heat. So just gives a little bit here and there just to keep you around, but not too much to make you think that they're yours. Breadcrumbing. Instead of being upfront and being like, hey, I'm going through this and that. I'm confused because of ABC. I don't want to string you along. So I need to take time to deal with these and that things. I don't expect you to wait for me, but, at least it's honest and upfront. But the thing is, they want to do all that without the risk of losing you, right? They want to have the freedom to do these things, but to make sure that you stick around and don't move on to someone else. Hello, Pauline. Welcome. So I want to go back to featuring Shelley. Thank you, Shelly. So it's not fair. It's not right. You know, people do that. So they breadcrumb you. They give you just a little bit to give you like somewhat hope, but keep you a bit confused and on your toes. So wait, so I'm supposed to move on? Am I not supposed to move on? Or is Cancer with me? Or is they not with me? And it's a tactic. It's a power play. And I don't think people are aware of how cruel and manipulative that is. Unfortunately, many people do that. Especially, I'm sorry, there are also women who do that. But either way, it's unkind and it's disrespectful in my view, because if that person was truly respectful to you, then they would tell you as it is. They would risk losing you, but at least they would respect you enough to tell you the truth, so to not keep you stuck and stagnant. Or if you're too important for them to lose, then they wouldn't be messing around and playing and taking their sweet time to think. Now maybe they have good reasons. Once again, they might have good reasons to linger. However, if that's the case, then they need to be honest with you and tell you the truth about what it is that they're going through and what is your direction. Hi, the Bane, welcome. So basically, the advice here is to be very honest with yourself as to what it is that you want for the future. What is your vision? And then act accordingly. If you don't want to be kept on hold, hang up. Now, again, I'm not saying that it's fun or easy, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that you need to sit and consider what it is that you're looking for right now. Okay, that's the most important thing. And then maybe you can articulate your expectation to that person. Maybe you can say, hey, I understand you're going through XYZ, but you need to be honest with me because it's not fair for me to keep me, on the fence. I didn't ask to be on the fence. You're on the fence. That doesn't mean that I have to be on the fence. Now, it's possible that if they tell you the truth and what is going on with them and what is delaying them, that you'll be like, you know what? That's legitimate. I understand your challenge. I choose to wait. I choose to give you the time and the space to do what you need to do. But then you have your power, then it's coming from you. You get to do that. And people often don't give enough credit to the other person. Like, truth is so powerful. You'll find that when you are super honest with people, even if you think that they won't like it or be hurt by it or whatever, they will turn around and be so respectful and surprise you for the better. Like, it's important to give the people that you're dealing with the benefit of the doubt, and you deserve your person, your Cancer, to give you the benefit of the doubt and be honest with you, right? Yeah. Now, I do see a new direction opening up between the two of you because we do have Three of Wands. This is currently open. It can go in different directions, but it really depends on the level of honesty from the gut that you share with one another. You need to be very, very clear with them about your expectations and about what you want for the future in ways of maybe inspire them and lead by example. I hope this helped. Jamie, can't speak for all, but this is reversed for this Cancer sun. Okay, cool. You're welcome, Shelly. Okay. All right, let's move on to Leos. Crosswatchers for Leos. Write it down. Yesterday I had moderators and helpers. Where are my moderators at? For anyone who wishes to perform the work of a moderator today, that would be great. Is anyone into that? Let me know. Everyone's like, no, I just want to chill. Okay, Leos. Crosswatchers for Leos. So one card to represent Leo. One card to represent Leo. Ooh, Leo is coming through as the dragon. Of course they are. One card to represent my seekers who are cross-watching for Leo. Seekers dealing with a Leo. You cutie pie. You got mouse. So some of you are feeling that with your Leo, you're a bit way over your head, in over your head, like maybe you're a bit in awe with them, or you're very impressed by them, or you think that they are somehow, maybe there's something about this Leo that threatens you, not in a bad way, not like in a scary way, but it's like make you feel that maybe not as maybe inadequate somehow, or maybe not good enough for them. Maybe they make you feel insecure. Like maybe this is someone that you look up to and admire and think very, very highly of. And you're just, I don't know, feel a bit like every time you talk to them, you feel like you swallow your words, you get all confused, you don't know what to say, you don't know what you're saying, and then you go away and you're like, I can't believe I said that. That was ridiculous. And your Leo is constantly cool, calm, and collected, see all, know all, dragon. This is someone that is possibly in a power position. Maybe they are your superior, maybe they are your boss, maybe they are like a mentor. Hello, TC, welcome. And you're like, look, Mousy, you have great attention to detail, and you really know how to see a situation for what it is. And you're very, very sensitive and very sweet and very kind. So show that to the Leo. Leos really, really, really respect and appreciate kindness and open-heartedness. Even the Leos that are like in leadership position and they look really, really tough, when you show them a soft spot, they become a kid. Like they're very soft with people who need guidance and assistance. So maybe you can tell them, hey Leo, can you help me with this? Can you guide me through that? And that could be a great way to make a connection. And maybe your Leo really wants to deal with whatever is going on between the two of you, and you'd rather avoid it and not deal with it because it's too much for you, or it's feeling overwhelming, and you're feeling all sensitive, and you just don't want to talk about the thing, and you don't want to push through the thing, and you don't want to deal with it. But the problem is, the more you ignore something, the more it grows. Hello, my life. Happy to catch a live reading. Happy to have you. Another channel member. That's fun. Okay. It seems like Leo wants to deal with the situation headstrong, like, and just deal with it, correct it, fix it, talk about it. But you might not want to because you're worried of what will come out and how it will make you feel. Energy doesn't go anywhere unless you modify it or work with it, right? If you suppress it, it goes inside and it festers, and then it comes back to bite you bigger and from behind. A stitch in time saves 9. Whatever this is, you're going to have to deal with it at one point. Only when you're forced to deal with it because it's too big to avoid, then it will be even harder than it would be now. So if it's inevitable, if this conversation or this thing is inevitable anyway, the more you postpone it, the bigger and more dramatic and more things happen in between that will add to having to deal with them, right? Right now, it's X amount of stuff to work through. But if you wait and wait and wait and avoid and ignore and postpone, more things will be at, first of all, the time that was spent will create more damage. So there will be an even bigger gap to bridge. Whereas right now, it's doable and not as problematic. Okay, for seekers dealing with Leo, show me what's going on with Leo in relation to Crosswatchers. Leo is coming through as themselves. Queen of Wands. They have a very positive approach to things. They're able to tackle challenging, seemingly negative, conflicted situations with a upbeat spirit, with positivity, with a smile, making something difficult into fun. Like they're the kind of person that if you have a challenging conversation to make, they'll take you out doing something really, really fun and adventurous and talk as you do it. So the energy is uplifted and easygoing, and it's way easier for you to cope. This is honestly, I'll be honest with you, this is like a parent-child situation. I don't know if you're watching for your, but it feels like, like when a parent wants their kid to take a medicine and the kid doesn't want to because it's bitter, so the parent kind of mixes it up with their favorite juice. You know what I mean? That's kind of what your Leo is trying to do or is able to do. If you let them, it's very medicinal and fun at the same time. I'm actually really impressed by this Leo. Show me more about this Leo in relation to his Crosswatcher. King of Cups. Okay. And the Lovers. Okay. You are dealing with someone who is very in tune with their emotions and with your emotions. They're very generous, kind-hearted, giving, attentive. They are able to just sit there and listen and be a good shoulder and even crack a joke as you cry, and they're trying to get you and them to make a decision. Okay, where are we heading? What is this? Are we in or are we out? And they're doing that in such empathic, positive attitude. Like, honestly, it's very fortunate to deal with someone like that who's able to tackle something challenging and dramatic and big with such a positive, sweet approach that is so, like, they're dealing with their own fears and their own things, but they're able to also contain yours. And that's big of them. So maybe if you're dealing with the Leo and you don't want to deal with the conversation, you don't want to deal with making a decision, and they're trying to talk to you, it's not going to be as scary as you think. If anything, it's going to be very healing, very comfortable, and you'll be able to make that decision together. I see you guys really needing to figure some things out, and it's really going to be such a healing experience because maybe you've experienced, okay, talks are dramatic. Conflict is bad. The person, if I have something to say and my person won't like it, then they'll be mad at me or they'll yell at me or whatever. Don't project any past experience on this person because this person is completely different. Like, they approach things completely different. So it will be almost like a soul retrieval process, almost talking to them, because if in the past talking to an ex-partner would have been very painful and dramatic and difficult, now having a really sweet, mellow conversation that resolves things with positive, respectful approach will really heal the trauma from the past, from the negative past experience. So it looks like your Leo is there if you let them. Any Leos in the house or seekers dealing with the Leo? I'm impressed with this Leo. Okay. And I'm impressed with you, of course. Okay, wow, we've only done 3 signs and we're already 40 minutes in. I'm just going to surrender to it. When you're doing all signs, like readings, that's just what it is. But I do feel the video is working better now, right? There's better correlation between the sound and the image. Can you guys let me know if you're experiencing it better as well? And every time you stop talking in the chat, I'm worried that it's stuck. So keep that in mind and let me know that you're in the house. Okay, guys? All right. We are moving on to Virgos. Beautiful seekers dealing with beautiful Virgos. Okay, let's see. I thought I gave you all a warning to not watch your sign because you might be triggered because the other person's energy might come as their shadow. But so far, you guys seem to be dealing with such mature energies. Like, I mean, who knows? That might change. We might get some shady stuff moving forward. But so far, so good. Okay, we're much better, Shelly. Great. We're moving to dealing with Virgos. By the way, if you want an in-depth reading between you and your person of interest, and it's great for the sign that is the caption of the reading, and it's great for the Crosswatcher as well, I made love extended readings, and they are available on Vimeo. You can see the link below. So you can either watch your sign or the sign of the person that you're dealing with, because it's a double pentagram spread. It's a look into you and your person of interest. And then after the tarot, I finish up with runes. So if you want extra after this, if you relate, if you want more, it's available in the description. Okay. And I still don't have any moderators. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'll moderate myself. Guys, please be sure to like when you're joining the video. Press the like button and, I don't know, say thank you to your host. Okay. Crosswatchers for Virgo. Show me Virgo. Energy of Virgo. So your Virgo is coming through as deer. Oh, that's very sweet. And not very surprising. And Crosswatcher for Virgo. People dealing, seekers who are dealing with Virgo. Seeker dealing, show me the energy of seekers who are dealing with the Virgo. It's happening in the reverse today. You guys bringing up the shadowy stuff, and you're dealing with people who bring up the light stuff. That's so interesting. Okay. So you're coming through as the hyena. It's not bad. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you're... in this case, my seekers dealing with the Virgo aren't as conscientious to their own shadows and to their own polarities and to their own triggers as Virgos are. So your Virgo really sees through you, seeker. Your Virgo really knows what's going on in the depth of your existence. And they know what hurts, and they know what triggers you, and they know why you respond in certain ways. And they're very compassionate and very patient and quiet and kind of let you go through the process. And you, on the other hand, it's like the kinder Virgo is to you, the more you're triggered. It's almost like kindness triggers you somehow, like you're not used to it, like you think maybe you don't deserve it, or maybe you've been used to, some of you have been used to some form of abuse in the past, some form of toxicity and cruelty, and it's almost like I'm picking up on the image of like a wounded animal that doesn't let humans come near it, that starts, let's say a dog that has been through abuse, right? And they will snuggle in the corner, and they will not let people who try to help them get anywhere near them, and they'll bark and they'll bite because they'll be very, very scared and traumatized by humans. So it's almost like maybe you're traumatized by ex-partners or by life in general, and now when this Virgo is trying to give you and just genuinely be there for you, you think that they're lying or it's not true. And in any moment now, the monster will come out and show it, and Virgo will show their true face any moment now. Hi, Sabrina, welcome. Okay, watch later. I have so many channel members joining in today. Thank you, guys. So, seeker, cross-watching for Virgo. If you're dealing with the Virgo who's being very kind and sweet, it's genuine. The deer is a very genuine, kind energy. They see you and they love what they see. And they're able to, give a lot of light. They're not going to turn around and turn into the monster that you've possibly faced in the past. And it's almost like, and some of you are really triggered to a level where you're hurting your Virgo. Like maybe they're saying something kind to you, and then you snap back with something sarcastic or mean, like to hurt them. And they will leave eventually if you continue doing so. So this is the moment where you overcome. and transcend and ascend above your own pain, and you don't let your past pain, inflict more pain on someone who doesn't deserve it, who deserve actually the absolute opposite. Your Virgo deserve the absolute opposite. They deserve just as much kindness as they give. And it's not to tell you, now some of you are going to be like, oh, now I need to sacrifice and leave them because I'll just hurt them. No, this is an opportunity to shift, to grow, to try something different, to give a chance. Okay. So now tarot for seekers dealing with Virgo. What's going on with Virgo in relation to my seekers watching for them? Eight of Wands. Gemini's had this. Crosswatchers for Gemini had this. Interesting. The Hangman. And the Sun. This Virgo has so much faith in you. They have faith in you. They have so much compassion, so much patience, so much positivity. They just want to shower you with light and healing, and they have incredible powers of healing. I'm picking up on that you're dealing with the Virgos, possibly a master healer of some sort. They're very, very, their light, their auric field is very bright. They're very wise. They're very honest. Truth is like an outmost virtue for them or value for them. They're just like, you're in so much pain, and it's like, the wounded hurt person that is hiding in the corner and won't open up, and they're just, a lot of maternal and paternal energies are coming through. So seeker, I recommend to turn around and see the absolute light. Now, again, if you're not interested, if you're not into them, if it's not your story, this is not your story. But if you resonate with this, this is an opportunity, a very rare, it's great. I'm picking up the word grace. Grace is coming through. It's like divine grace, this person. And it's one of those things that you could possibly really regret deeply if you miss out on. And again, this is just for those of you that this applies to and you resonate with this. And that's the Virgo that you're dealing with. And please don't perpetuate the cycle of cruelty, right? Just because this Virgo is capable of containing and transmuting and healing doesn't mean that they deserve it. They deserve, even more so than others, they deserve kindness and love and generosity of spirit, right? And not be like, oh, Virgo can handle this, so I'm going to put this on their shoulder. You're not a burden. If this is something inevitable, you need to go through a process of healing, then this Virgo can help you very much so through it. And don't let your shadow ego come out and be like, oh, I don't need help, or I don't want to be the charity case, or I don't want to be the victim. This is grace. Take it. But please be very conscientious to not snapping at them, or to not projecting your pain onto them just because they're there. I'm going to take the side that protects Virgos, because this Virgo energy, because it's the type of person that stands up for others and protects others and is there for others, but no one stands up for them or is there for them. It's like, that's not good. Okay, healers in that caliber deserve the most protection and the most love. Now, it's not to make you feel bad or to make you push you away from them. Quite the opposite. Show them that you appreciate what they are offering to do for you. Show them that you're grateful. That will be kindness to them, because people who are of service, if they offer service, if they offer to help you, it's almost like hurts them in their bones when you refuse. It's their essence, it's their life path. Look at this. This is someone that studied many, many things. They have vast knowledge about many, many different topics, and you've encountered a gift. Okay. Anyone has anything to say about that? Let me know. If not, we're going to move forward to Libra. Records for Libras. Now I regret telling you guys to not watch your own sign. That is the cross watching for, because like you guys come off so great. Okay, but maybe, you know, maybe you guys just need to hear this. Maybe my seekers need to hear, because I never wanted to be that reader that always says to the person that they're talking to that they're perfect and it's only the other person's fault. No, it's about looking at the truth of the situation and just telling you as it is. You're here to grow, right? You're here to existentially shift. And how will you do that if I tell you that you're perfect? Sometimes you're bringing forward the shadows and your person is like trying to be there for you. Thank you, Shelley. By doing moderator work, I'm officially making you a moderator. I'm going to need to go into YouTube for a second in order to do that. So give me a moment, take a sip of water, stare at the sky, do some breathing work. And I'm on it. If there's any Libras or dealing with the Libra in the house, let us know. If you're watching this after the live, you can let us know in the comments how it applies to your situation. If there's any Libras or dealing with the Libra in the... Okay. I didn't repeat myself. I just said the... Okay. Just open the other screen. Where are you? Oh, that's not what I wanted to. Add moderator. There we go. Shelley Bronson, you are officially a moderator. Lil Daisy Cam, I'm Virgo and I'm eyes out now. Thank you for the understanding. Oh, you're welcome, love. My life, I like to see both sides of things. It feels more balanced for me. I am a Libra Sun, Moon, and Venus. Cool. That's a lot of Libra, but it's amazing. All right. Crosswatchers for Libra. So animal spirit, please show us Libra energy. One card to represent Libra. Okay. Fire ant. And one card to represent my crosswatcher, seekers who are dealing with the Libra. Elephant. Okay. This time it's you guys. This is interesting. Okay, I'm picking up something neutral. Oh, hold on. Okay, this kind of hit me all at once. Elephant and fire ant. Okay. So crosswatchers, you this time are bringing in massive healing capabilities. Now you're coming through as the gift. And the person that you're dealing with, no, I'm sorry, this was Libra. Yeah, crosswatchers for Libra. Okay. I got confused. My apologies. Crosswatchers for Libra. Crosswatchers. You're coming through as the elephant. You're bringing in some ancient gifts. And you're coming through a little bit wounded, but you're not showing it to your Libra. You're not telling them your pain because you want to be their savior in a way, or you want to show up for them. Because currently, your Libra is dealing with something very painful. It's like they're feeling attacked or they're feeling overwhelmed by a lot of energies coming at them at once. And it's opening an ancient wound within them that is now fresh again, that they realize that they haven't completely closed or dealt with. They didn't want to sew it up back then because they didn't want to leave a scar, but a scar would have been better than an open wound that can open up. And this is what is happening now to your Libra. It's something that they skipped from the past, from dealing. They thought they were done with, but now it's opening up. And this is something that you went through, but you did close it up. You did go through the healing process. And you can help them with it. Now, unlike with Crosswatchers for Virgo, that put up a lot of resistance to Virgo's healing, your Libra is not going to put up resistance. Your Libra is, I think, going to appreciate what you're willing to do for them. Okay. Tarot, show me for my Crosswatchers for Libra. My seeker is dealing with the Libra. What is going on with their Libra in relation to them? 9 of Wands. Yeah, we can see. Okay. 9 of Wands. Show me more. 9 of Cups. Wow. They see the gift that you are. Virgos were yet to be seen by their Crosswatchers or appreciated, unfortunately. But for you guys, Libra can see exactly, they see your worth. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're very much aware of your worth, not because they're not of worth, but because they've been around the block with difficulties and challenges and humanity's BS. And they see you as a real treasure. Show me more. One more card. For Libra in relation to the Crosswatcher. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. You guys have a Libra. It's like you fell from heaven for them and they fell from heaven for you. Why? Because you don't have to deal with the belittling that Virgos are dealing with, right? This person really sees the gift that you are and is willing, and they see the effort that you're putting in and they appreciate it. They're not taking it for granted. They're not demonizing it. They're not they don't think less of you because you show up for them. Quite the opposite. They understand the strength that it takes, the spirit that it requires, the power, you know, and they appreciate all of it and they're really open up. Now, this is not a Libra that is open to everyone. This is a Libra that is very, very selective, very discerning. Doesn't let anyone who comes with offers of healing or presence or big words to come through. They're not easily swayed by empty words or empty promises. They're very selective. They're very sharp. They see clearly. So they see you because they recognize that you're not full of it, that you're the real thing. So if Libra is opening up to you and allows you to be there for them, it's not because they're just like, you know, an open door policy. I don't know. This Libra has been hurt by people. They're very suspicious. If they're not suspicious to you, if they allow you, it's because they see. So this is great. They see that you're willing to put in the effort and they appreciate it. They see you as a gift, as the gift that you are. And they're in a vulnerable place right now. I don't know if they're able to give you as much as you're able to give to them, but I don't think it's coming from a place that doesn't appreciate you. I think it's just circumstances of what they're going through. So if that's the case, this is looking actually really good. I'm very positive. Sorry, I love it when just people appreciate one another and are kind to one another. I find it sounds simple, but it's so not simple in this day and age. Like, people are so hurt they can't see kindness if it hits them in the face. AKA Crosswatchers that are dealing with Virgos. I really hope that this is a good wake-up call. All right. Thank you. Now let's move on to Crosswatchers for Scorpio. Shelly, if you want to know what to do as a moderator, you can read through the bottom line at the bottom of the screen. And each time you say something, you can share bits of what is written down there and talk about it and let people know. So that's a good direction if you want to. And anyone who wants to do that is welcome to do so. Okay, cross-watching for Scorpio. All right. So let's start with animal spirit. So animal spirit that represents Scorpio and the dynamic between Scorpio and the person who's watching for them. One animal spirit to represent Scorpio. You cannot make this shit up. Likely where they're coming through as fire ant. Okay. It's going to play out a bit differently. I already feel it. And a card for my seeker who is dealing with a Scorpio. One card that represents seekers dealing with a Scorpio. Bear. What is it with healer? Okay, so the theme that people are going through right now, everyone is going through right now in their love life, is that there's a healer and someone who's being either open to their healing or a bit challenged. But there's very, as I said earlier, like parental energy. Not to say that your partner is like a daddy, mommy kind of thing. No. But the energy of really showing up for the other, and the other either allowing or not allowing, or in the process of learning how to. Okay, you guys, I'm picking up on something a bit different. So you guys as the bear and Scorpio as the fire ant, you see some volatility in the energy of your Scorpio. I think you see them as acting out, as behaving in a way that is a bit over the top, because they don't really know how to deal with what hurts. And you recognize that you just need to be patient and still and let whatever it is that they're going through, whether it's a tantrum or drama or a burst of anger or whatever, to just kind of first calm down, mellow down before you talk to them or before you say anything. Because you know that if you'll do anything right now, they'll just turn around and attack you and blame you for things because they're in a mindset of like either anger or frustration and they don't really know how to deal with it well. So you're acting like a bear. You're being super patient and containing. Incredible force you're carrying, my cross watchers for Scorpio. You're just really being able to contain a Scorpio. That takes a lot of vast spirit. My life, thank you so much for the two Canadian dollars. I really appreciate it. So everyone say thank you to my life. I love your name, by the way. So that's cool. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's move on to the tarot. So, cross watchers for Scorpio. What's going on with my Scorpios? What's going on with Scorpios in relation to seekers with them? What's going on with Scorpios? What's going on with the Scorpio my seekers are dealing with? 10 of Pentacles. You might be in a committed relationship with them. They might be like in your family nest. Temperance. Wow. And the World. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's 10 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the World. So there is a healing. There's a coming together. I think those of you who are dealing with the Scorpio, this is someone that is very, very integral and meaningful in your life, that is there to stay soulmate, a life partner, someone that, you know, it's the bond is unbreakable. This is someone that you'll be together in one way, shape, or form for life. So even if, let's say, you're partnered and the relationship ends, they'll stay your friend, right? There's something very, very close here. There's a level of healing, a family bond, a coming together. There's a lot of love here. I think if you are partnered with this Scorpio, like if you're in a committed relationship with them, maybe you know that they're going through something very difficult and you're there for them, you're showing up for them, you're patient, you're accepting, you're very loving. You're willing to go to the ends of the world for them. There's nothing you wouldn't do for your Scorpio. And I feel like your Scorpio is very accepting to the healing as well. There's such a repetitive theme to the readings today. It's amazing. Just the details change, right? This could be, if you guys are in a committed relationship, I see a possible marriage proposal. Some of you might be getting married abroad for whatever reason. You choose to marry somewhere else, or maybe your Scorpio, maybe it's a long distance relationship, maybe it's a foreign relationship, two different cultures, different life experience, different cultures coming together. I see the two of you coming from very different cultures and bringing them together. I see a merging. I don't know what's going on with the energies today, but there's such loving, spiritual, healing energies coming through. It's incredible. And I feel like it's because many of you have grown so much in your energies, and you're bringing just amazing energies into your relationships. You've grown so much, so you're able to just, things that used to get really dramatic and conflicted, you know how to deal with them in such a different manner, and you're so much more mature. I see this as an unbreakable bond. This is unbreakable. This is amazing. This is your soulmate. This is your person. This is your forever after. Or again, even if not for love or romance, then definitely, it's like this person will always be your soulmate. And I think maybe you're helping them somehow, or you have helped them somehow. So it created this bond. Okay. And they're going to be better. If you're worried about your Scorpio, they're going to be better. They're going to heal. They're going to feel better. It's going to be okay. All right. And if there's any conflict, let's say this isn't love, this is family. Let's say it's a family thing. It's going to be okay between the two of you. This is not something you'll ever break down. It will be resolved. Your Scorpio does love you. It's going to be okay. All right. So let us move to Crosswatchers for Sagittarius. Show me what represents the energy that represents Saggy in this reading. Sagittarius that my cross watchers, that the seekers are dealing with. Saggy is coming through as the buffalo. Ooh, wow. This is an ascended Sagittarius. This is a Sagittarius that is playing out their light energies. They're very much in their power. They really know what they want. And they know how to get it. Show me cross watchers dealing with Sagittarius. Show me what the card that represents I see Aquarius dealing with Sagittarius. 2 cards fell, but I just want 1. One card to represent Aquarius dealing with Sag. Cobra. So, okay. Your Sag is not easily impressed. This is not the kind of person that turns their head to look at someone everywhere. No. If your Sag is looking at you, it's because you made an impression. Cobra is a very powerful energy. You either have incredible amount of knowledge, incredible amount of charisma, extremely sophisticated, elegant, powerful. You command the room, Seeker, when you enter the room. It's like all eyes on you, and you're very perceptive. Like when you look into their eyes, they feel like they can't look away. Like they're zoned in on you. So you have made an impression on the Sagittarius who is really not easily impressed. This Sagittarius deals with a lot of people, a lot of energies. They've seen it. They've been there, done that. Could be a very educated, well-traveled, successful leader in their own right. They see people for what they are. They see through bullshit, and they're looking at you and they're like, boom. That is someone that I can talk to. I can have an intelligent conversation with. They can keep up with me, maybe even teach me something. This buffalo is like, I can't believe this cobra is teaching me. They're not used to having someone teach them anything. They're used to be the teacher in the relationship. They're used to being the more advanced, right? And I think they're very laser focused. Show me now the tarot of what's going on with the Sagittarius in relation to my crosswatchers dealing with Sag. Empress, your person is somewhere high up there in the status. They have a certain position in the world. They command people as well. Like both of you, I think, have very interesting either careers or status or energy. They're very well dressed. They're very Venusian. They present themselves in a lot. So that's why they also seek. There's something very beautiful about them. Very, very impressive. Very Empress-like. Show me more. And they see you as such as well. 8 of Cups. They're in the process of leaving something, walking away from something, leaving something behind. Maybe it's someone else that they're leaving behind. One more. Yep. So your buffalo, your Saggy, is ending something right now. They're going through a big ending of a cycle in their life. They're moving away, possibly from a past relationship, possibly from a partner. They're finalizing the final details. They're a little bit back and forth because there's more stuff to just kind of clear out and finalize. But generally speaking, it's the end. Okay, show me beyond this, though, beyond the end that Sag is going through in relation to the cross-watcher who's dealing with them, in relation to the Cobra energy. The Tower in the reverse. It's like they feel like there's something that they need to correct with you or fix with you or undo. So maybe they've dealt with you, and then because things weren't over yet with someone else, then things got messed up between the two of you or got a little bit sabotaged. So they feel like they need to undo the tower, to redo building the foundations, to start again. Because I feel like whatever the Sagittarius has been going through, this process of ending, has sabotaged their connection with you in one way, shape, or form. And there needs to be like a redo. Okay? So So 5 of Wands and the Sun. So this will require some conflict, some overcoming whatever this is, maybe an uncomfortable conversation, but all in all, it's going to lead to a very good place, and there is potential of success. Because we have the Sun and the Empress here, it might have to do with children. Maybe they have children. Maybe the conversation is about whether the two of you will want children. Something with children is coming through. There's going to have to be like an in-depth conversation. It's almost like, you know what is coming through for me? It feels like in a past lifetime. Bear with me. In a past lifetime, you guys were like enemies, but like very powerful individuals. That it was a very tough competition, and like it was always like trying to overcome what the other was doing. But as you were in animosity, you also had great appreciation and respect to one another. Like you had so much respect to them as an enemy in a past lifetime. I'm thinking this is someone from past. So in this lifetime, because you both had such mutual respect, in this lifetime you came to like be able to enjoy each other's power. So to kind of maybe become a power couple. Does that make sense? So it's like, okay, I'm so impressed with this person. If they weren't my enemy, they would be my best friend. Or if they weren't my enemy, if they weren't from a country of the enemy, then I would want to marry them or something like that. So now in this lifetime, you chose to come as, you know, like being on the same side or something, so you could just enjoy each other's awesomeness. This is really cool. like you guys are like little Pinky in the brains, like trying to figure out how to take over the world. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's like two Caesars that once fought and now they're like joining forces. Okay. Anyway, that was fun. Thank you, Saggies and Crosswatchers for Saggies. Next is Capricorn. Anyone is timestamping this, try to write it all in one comment below in the video, and that way I'll be able to pin your comment to the top so everyone can see it. Because if it's in multiple comments, it doesn't matter if I pin one. Right? Okay. Whew. Just need to like clear out some energy. Hold on, I just want to make sure it's not work related. Hello? Oh, scam. It's so hard for me to skip scam calls because sometimes work related stuff are coming from numbers that I don't have on my contacts. So anyway. Okay, Capricorns. Seekers dealing with the Capricorn. Your Capricorn, no, I haven't shuffled enough. I'm sorry. I just immediately got a note. No. Shuffle out the former energies. Seeker is dealing with a Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn in the story. That makes more sense. Tiger. Now show me the energy of the Seeker. Cross-watching for Capricorn. Fish. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm picking up on a Capricorn that you're dealing with that has a competitive nature, that really, you know, like a cat that likes to toy with their prey. You know, I'm picking up like on a cat playing with the fish, like moving it around, seeing how your Capricorn might be like testing you, like doing different things to see how you'd respond, to see how you'd react. If you'll react in a way that they appreciate and like, that works for them, that okay, if I do this to Seeker, how will they respond? If I hurt them this way, or if I play with them this way, or if I just disappear for a week, or like testing your limit, testing your boundaries. They're very smart. Very, very smart. They can almost anticipate how you'd respond. And they're definitely using that power on you. And you, as coming through as the fish, you're very mutable, you're very flexible, you're very fluid. So you're just thinking to yourself, like, you're bringing positivity. Green apple, spot on, Morgane. Yeah, makes sense. Little Daisy, okay. So you're bringing positivity to the situation, and you're like, okay, maybe my Capricorn is just going through a mood or changing, and I'm going to try and be patient with them. But that's not the case. Your Capricorn is fine. They're fine. If they're acting like they're not fine, it's because they want to see if you'll come through for them or not. It's a lot of, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is an abuse of power. Because they know how what they do affects you. Hi, Antonio. Thank you so much for joining. Because they know that something that they're about to do will probably hurt you, and they do it anyway because they want to see how you'd react. It's like constant testing to see, well, are they worthy enough for the Capricorn me? It's very vain. It's very mean. And the thing is, I'm picking up on a Capricorn that is very intuitive and very talented. So they can use that skill. They can use their powers to do so much good. Kind of like the Virgos that we saw earlier. But no. They're using the same abilities to play, to toy with you. Antanya, I was ghosted December 2020 by a Capricorn. I'm wondering if he will be back. Screw him. December 2020, girl. It's been a year and a half. I don't need the cards to tell you that no, and if they do, tell them to go F themselves. I love you too. Thank you. It's been a year and a half since they ghosted you, lady. Even if they come back, why would you want that? Like, that is so, they're done. They're done. They've moved on long ago. They had their fun and they moved on. I'm sorry. So show me, and not just for Antanya, all seekers dealing with the Capricorn, this narrative. Show me the tarot, Capricorn, and really what's going on with Capricorn in relation to seekers cross-watching for them. Okay, 4 cards came out. We have 10 of Wands, the Devil, the Hermit, and the Knight of Cups. These little effers, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. It was a 10-year relationship and he ghosted you. That's even worse. Unless you've abused them somehow and they had to run away and now they're not talking to you. That's the only reason why someone can ghost you like that. If it's been an abusive relationship on your side of things and they had to just cut you out from everything. But I doubt it, only if that's not the case, then. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. This is not a reading for you. I apologize, but this is a reading for the collective that is dealing with a Capricorn. So back to the collective of seekers dealing with a Capricorn. We have 10 of Wands, the Devil, the Hermit, and Knight of Cups. Oh, they're taking their sweet time because they are absolutely certain that whatever it is, as long as it takes them, when they're back, you'll accept them. So they're not worried about losing you. They are assuming that you'll just be there. Now, here's the thing. Even if that's the case, even if you'll be there and they know that you'll be there, the fact that they're taking advantage of it and are willing to keep you stranded, waiting, stuck, that is cruel. That is unkind. That's taking advantage. So they will come back at one point and say all the right things. They'll say all the right things that they know that you'll like. Because they know what the fishy likes. And look, this is the person that they are. You want to take them back? That's your choice. I don't tell people what to do. I'm not in the business of telling people what to do. I'm in the business of giving my strong opinion, and then you do whatever you want with it, right? But they're gonna say all the things. They're gonna say all the things. They're gonna say all the things, and it's gonna sound great. Listen to your intuition. If this person is sincere or not. And if you're a Capricorn watching and you feel like that it applies to you, and you're considering of moving back, okay, or of contacting this seeker that is dealing with you, the only way to do this properly is to be uber honest. Meaning, I was testing you. I didn't consider how this affects you. It was wrong of me to do that. It's something that I have been doing. It's been a theme in my life. It's what I know how to do. I know it's wrong. I want to change that, and I'm sorry. And then knowing that that person might say yes, they might say no, but you got to be absolutely honest. Okay? And Crosswatchers, ask the right questions. If this person is then gaslights you and tries to make you look bad for asking questions, or oh, you're being you're investigating me, or oh, you're being controlling, or oh, I don't like all these questions, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's gaslighting. It's trying to make you look bad for doing what you have to do because they did something bad, right? Here's the thing. The only people who get investigated are people who have something to hide. If you don't want to be quote unquote investigated, don't be a shady hider, right? It's as simple as that. But if you are shady and you hide things and you behave manipulative, and then the result of it inevitably is that you're being investigated or questioned, or asked the right questions, then you're the one who caused the situation that you're not enjoying. It's not that person who was cornered into it. They don't have, what do you want them to do? To roll over and play dead and just accept everything? You want to be with a pushover? If you want to be with a pushover, you need to ask yourself, why do I want to be with a pushover? Why am I looking for someone who just accepts me no matter what kind of shady business I pull, or no matter what kind of test I do, or what kind of thing I do to them? Why are you looking for someone like that? Why are you looking for someone so weak? If you're looking for someone so weak and submissive, what does it say about your alleged power? If you need to feel power, if you need someone submissive and weak in order to feel powerful, you're not powerful. Right? Powerful people adore powerful people. They love it when someone asks them the right question. They love it when someone, push their buttons and expects them to be better, right? They don't see it as control or pushing or investigation or all that deflective nonsense. They're like, wow, this person has self-worth. Wow, this person is observant. Wow, this person is not taking any bullshit. Wow, this person I can work with, I can be with, I can trust, I can rely on. They're not going to be codependent, right? This is what happens. People look for pushovers, for people that are submissive, for partners that are submissive, so they can do whatever they want, be free, right? But then what they find is someone who's, okay, submissive, a pushover, but then they're codependent. Because someone who can't stand up for themselves can't stand up for themselves. And then they get upset. Why are you so codependent? Why are you clingy? Why do I need to finance you, right? Why do I need to do everything for you? You asked for someone weak. You got someone weak. What did you think? There's only weakness in that, but then they're not weak in that? They're weak in standing up for themselves, but they're not weak in having their own finances? You look for a pushover. You look for someone clingy and codependent. That's what you're going to get. And that's why there are so many people right now who are getting divorced and blame their partners for being codependent, for being weak, for being reliant, for being gold diggers. You wanted that gold digger. You wanted someone who just says yes, yes, yes to everything because you pour money on them. You got them. So if they say yes to everything, because they're happy that you're paying for everything and they don't call you out on shit, then they're the kind of person that will be with you just for money and say, yes, 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 yes. Yes, sweetheart, do whatever you want. Oh, come back whenever you want, or be with whoever you want. You don't need to be accountable for anything. I don't expect anything of you. You're free, right? And then they're so happy. Oh my God, I found someone that lets me be free. And then 5 years down the line, they discover that they just sucked up all their resources. They drank up all their money. Or when they go to court for a divorce, they end up like losing their belt. You asked for it. What you expect? And now you want it again? You want another weak ass? You can't have it both ways, honey. You can't have the cake and eat it too. Your person is either powerful or they're weak. Or if there's sometimes this, sometimes that, they're either, battling with their inner wounded child and they need help like we all do, or maybe they're playing a game. If you're playing a game, keep in mind you might, manifest someone who also plays games, or that will give you a good lesson, a good kick in the butt to show you that your games are not working. Yep. Sorry, Capricorns who are watching. Unfortunately, stereotypically, it's a Capricornian trait. It's not to say that all Capricorns are like that. Not at all. But I told you that sometimes in these readings, in these crosswatcher readings, the shadow of the sign might come up. So this is for those of you dealing with a Capricorn. If Capricorn, you stayed through. If this applies to you, if you're triggered, if you're upset right now, maybe I hit a spot. And by the way, all seekers, you don't have to be a Capricorn to pull that shit. You can be a Capricorn South Node. This is a very Capricorn South Node thing to do. Very Capricorn rising, So Capricorn Pluto. Okay. Whoo. Do whatever you want with it. I'm just a messenger. Don't blame me. Aquarius. Crosswatchers for Aquarius. Crosswatchers dealing with Aquarians. Reading for crosswatchers dealing with Aquarius. Show me the energy of Aquarius, please, in this dynamic. Too many cards. No. One card, please. Show me Aquarius, energy of Aquarius. Ooh, tarantula. Who had this? Whoever deals with Gemini had this. So Aquarius is coming through here as a tarantula. And crosswatcher for Aquarius. Spider. Look at you catching the uncatchable in your web. Oh, I'm some very talented seekers I'm dealing with. Those of you who are dealing with an Aquarius. You understand Aquarius energy. You really know how to talk to them and how to deal with them, which is very rare. To understand what makes an Aquarius tick or how to talk to an Aquarius. That's not simple at all. That takes a lot of talent and a lot of wisdom. Okay. So I see you holding this Aquarius in your net, but it's not a bad thing. It's not like a bad net. Notice that the spider has a web of light that they've created. This is like you manage to sustain the connection with them and keep them in check because you really understand them and you know how to talk to them. Okay, so they're very lured by you. They're very drawn to you because they feel like you understand them. Your Aquarius is a piece of work. They're very interesting. They're picking up like very creative, also very unique. That's a very Aquarian trait. Okay. Show me Aquarius in relation to my seekers who are dealing with them. 9 of Pentacles. They really appreciate their independence. 10 of Wands. And 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Your Aquarius doesn't want to give. Your Aquarius want to hoard, and whatever they have, they want to enjoy it themselves. They don't want to give you. They just don't. They feel like everything that they give is being taken. Everything that they give is too much. You might be dealing with an Aquarian that used to be very generous, very giving, and maybe they were being taken advantage of. Maybe, they weren't. There was never reciprocated. So now they went into this hyper mode of, I'm only taking, I'm only getting, I'm not giving anything. Like, I see a lack of balance. They're only thinking about what can benefit them. And I don't see this coming around. And I think they do this because they know that you understand them and that you're forgiving to them and you speak their language and you know what they're going through. So yada, yada. Anything else? Any advice for my seekers dealing with this Aqua? 8 of Wands and the Sun. You might be with this person, like you might be in a relationship with them, or you might even have a kid with them. So they need a good kick in the booty. You need to play some game with them, seeker. That's the only way. If you're not with them, don't bother. Don't go in there. It's going to be exhausting. But if you're with them, if they're like a life partner or something like that, they need a wake-up call. They need to understand that you're not understanding everything and that this is a mutual relationship and they can't just be take, or just not give anything. Maybe you're the only, maybe you do everything. So stop doing. Stop. If this is your reading, stop doing, stop giving. Put them in a position where they have to contribute. You can't carry all of this on your shoulders. It's exhausting, and at one point you will collapse, and with it, the web of light, and with it, your Aqua. So you'll be more generous to them if you'll put them in the spot now. You've been enabling this. I'm going to be honest. You have enabled this, but you can have a happy family nest if you help your Aqua kind of rewire their neurotransmitters in a way that is operating not one way, like two-way stream where they can see themselves and the other. That was a very simple and maybe your Aqua is really into their career and into their progression and what it is that they're going through and doing, and they're just expecting you to understand everything and be patient and support them 100%. And at one point you're like, well, what about my life? What about my progression? What about my career? What about me? What about you? You're right. I agree. Okay. Pisces. We have Pisces and Aries and Taurus left, right? If I still have energy, I might do a few, guys. I can't promise because it really depends on my energy level. I feel a healing energy listening to your readings. I'm very glad to hear this. Thank you for saying that. Okay. Seekers dealing with Pisces. Please show me Pisces. Two cards. I just want one. Seekers dealing with Pisces. Show me Pisces. Show me the energy of Pisces. Fish, surprise, surprise. Okay. Show me the energy of my seeker who's dealing with the Pisces. That's too many cards. Show me the energy of my seeker dealing with the Pisces. Firefly. Okay. I really like this. You're like such different creatures, but you understand things. Like it's, you know what it's like? It's like being mutable signs that square one another. Like Virgo and Pisces. No, like Gemini and Pisces. Or Gemini and Virgo, right? Or Sagittarius and Pisces. Like such different energy. One is the element of fire, is the element of water, but they're both mutable. So they can kind of understand where the other element is coming from. Shelly, you really like asking people to hit the line button. N is not even close to K. How do you always do that? That is so funny. What is it with the word line that matters to you? Maybe you have something subconscious with lines. I'm just teasing. I love you and thank you so much for doing this. But it is kind of funny. Hit the line button. Thank you. Okay. So, Pisces and, your phone. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Seekers dealing with the Pisces. I'm feeling like you're trying to call your Pisces somehow, like to say something to them, to tell them something. And it's like, they're kind of listening, but they're not listening at the same time. It's like, it's almost like they're underwater and you're yelling to them from the shore. So they only hear like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like they know that you're trying to say something, but it doesn't ring clear. And Tanya, I do personal readings. Yes, it's the link to booking a reading with me is in the description box. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. Show me, please, what's going on with Pisces, specifically in relation to the seekers or cross-watching for them. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Three of Wands in the upright. One more. And Page of Swords. Speaking of mutable energy, there's Gemini energy coming through. A lot of mutable energy I'm picking up because of this firefly and the fish and two cards that can represent Gemini energy. Okay. So your Pisces is really taking it easy right now. They have gone through a big change or a big ending that was very painful, that is still painful. They are looking ahead. They do want to have a new start. They do want to have a new start with you. They are communicating with you and thinking about you, but it's in a very mild beginning stages kind of thing. They're not in a hurry to make this serious or to go to the extra level, the extra stage. They're really into just experiencing it slow, mellow, because they're really trying to still recover from a very painful ending, something that they've gone through. And they are recovered. They are up on their feet. They are moving on with their life. It is behind them, but the pain, it's like the scars on their back are still healing, right? So they dressed up really well. They go out, they do the thing, but inside they feel the fabric being stuck to the getting glued to the fresh wound, right? To the skin that is still not completely healed. I know it's a gross analogy. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what it is. So when they sit in front of you, they're attentive to you, they listen to you, they talk to you, but they're still feeling it in their system, whatever this was. Maybe a very bad breakup, maybe a very painful loss. So they hear you, they're there, but I'm picking up gentle. Don't, gentle, don't put too many expectations too fast or too many demands. It's not because they don't care. It's not because they're not a meaningful person full of intent and depth. It's just that circumstantially, what they've just gone through, they need a very slow, easy process of something new. Okay, but I do see something positive, and I think 3 weeks to 3 months they'll be in a completely different mindset and they'll feel much better. So if you guys are still involved by then, things will start picking up. Okay, cool. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Who's next? Aries. Seeker is dealing with an Aries. Okay. Rams. How are we guys doing? How are we feeling? Let me know, everyone who's here, that you're feeling okay, that you're focused, that you're enjoying this. Last month I did it in separate readings, like each sign a different day live. Now I'm doing this in a whole one spread, all signs. Let me know what you guys prefer. You can also let me know later in the comments if you're watching the recording, if you like me doing like one long live with all the cross watching for all the signs, or if you like it when I do like each day a separate live for each zodiac sign. I can't promise to do what it is that you say, but I am definitely going to take it under consideration. And if my muse is going either this way or that direction, I will your preference. So, Crosswatchers for Aries. Let's pull an animal spirit to represent Aries in this dynamic. Animal spirit to represent Aries in this dynamic. Seekers, we're dealing with an Aries. Show me the Aries. One card. One card. One card. Stingray. So your Aries is coming through as Stingray, and show me Seeker dealing with an Aries. And Butterfly. So you are coming through as the Butterfly, and your Aries is coming through as a Stingray. Oh, it's like you don't know what to expect. Like you don't know if your Aries is gonna come in and gonna be so sweet and amazing and fun, or if they're gonna come moody and stingy and like sarcastic and sting you. It's like a surprise in a box. They're going through a process of self-examination and exploration, trying to understand themselves, trying to get to know themselves, and they're kind of experimenting with different aspects of themselves and different types of behavior, and they might feel a little bit too comfortable doing that with you. Oh, Seeker is a shape-shifting, mutable butterfly. They'll understand. They'll take it easy. They'll be lighthearted about it. I'll just kiss them today and sting them tomorrow. And it's like, no, Aries, no. Seeker is not your training ground for better woman or for better men. You like the live interaction? Cool. So the Bane and Laura, you guys both like this. Cool. And you're kind of looking at it as an inspiration. You're like, oh, wow, Aries is so changing. Aries is going through such transformation. And I myself am transformative. This is cool. But are you really feeling this way, or is it just what you think you should feel? Hi, Lori. Welcome. Welcome, Leo. Comment that you like this or the other option later in the comments, because that way I'll be able to see it and count who likes what, because this chat I won't be able to follow up with it later. But thank you for telling me this now as well. Show me cards, please. Aries approach in relation to Seeker. Who's dealing with them? Six of Cups. Okay, your Aries cares about you. They're not doing it with ill intent. Page of Swords again. They're being playful. They don't think it might be hurtful to you. Show me one more. Holy shit. And 9 of Swords and 4 of Swords. Well, it had to come up. Okay, so Aries is being playful with someone they consider very close to. It's almost like, like when you tease someone, like when you really know someone really well and you feel very comfortable with them, so you crack jokes at their expense and you tease them, and then they're like, you're like, ah, ha, ha, yeah, funny, ha, cute, but like deep down it really hurts you and it creates distance. You need to say something. If your Aries is cracking jokes at your expense, or if they're changing and going through transformation, but they're experimenting on you, and you're trying to be lighthearted and cool and understanding and fun and not come across as too sensitive or too whatever, let them know, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but this is hurtful to you and it's going to come out and you might snap and then you won't be talking to your Aries and it's going to be a big drama. Just be like, next time they do it, be like, I don't really like it that you do that. I know you mean well. I know you don't think you're hurtful to me, but this is why I'm saying this to you. I actually don't really enjoy this. And I feel like they will be attentive if you won't laugh as you say it. Like, don't smile as you say it. Don't giggle as you say it, right? Be serious. They need to understand that you're serious, because they're going to read your tonation. That's a mistake that I do a lot. I don't like the energy of conflict or making anyone feel uncomfortable. So when I confront someone, I always do it in humor. I always do it with like a smile or a wink, or I always, behavior wise, I don't act like it's hurtful to me. I say the words, but in a very lighthearted manner, because I don't want to escalate the situation. I don't want to have drama. So people tend to take what I say lightly, like I'm not as hurt by this, or maybe I'm just joking around with them when I'm really, really serious. So don't make my mistake. I'm also a work in progress, but this mistake is coming through. It seems like it's something that you might be doing with your Aries. So next time you're like, hey, and take them to the side. It doesn't have to be in public. It doesn't have to be in front of people. You're like, hey, I really don't like it when you do this to me. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. It makes me feel belittled. I don't enjoy this. And if you'll be serious about it, not like yelling, but serious, they'll get the message. And it's important, because if not, it's going to create a real painful ending or distance or detachment, which is too bad, because you guys are close. This could be even a friendship-like reading. Not necessarily romantic, but of course it can play out romantically. Okay. So that's what came through for Crosswatchers for Aries. Last but not least, Taurus. Okay. Let's clear the energy a little bit. Crosswatchers for Taurus. Please show me animal spirit that represents Taurus in this dynamic with my seekers for cross-watching. Show me Taurus. Too many cards. One card to represent Taurus, please. Show me Taurus. Crosswatchers dealing with Taurus. Rabbit. Your Taurus is coming through as a little rabbit. Okay. Now my seeker who is dealing with the Taurus. Show me their energy. Horse. Okay. Very interesting. So we're dealing with hyper extrasensory Taurus. They pick up on energies. They pick up on the slightest change in tonation. They pick up on body movement, body language. They're observant to everything, and it makes them hyper aware, thus possibly hypersensitive. If you feel pain more, then you'll suffer more from pain, not because you're a crybaby, but because your system is more sensitive. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on. A Taurus that they're very easy to scare. Okay, they're very easy to scare if you cross a line or cross a boundary, or if, let's say, a Taurus tells you, hey, this and that is important to me, and you don't take it seriously and you just ride above it or ride through it. They're gonna like, whoa, I said no, or I said that this is a boundary, or I said that this hurts me. Okay, so if your Taurus expresses sensitivity to something, or that they don't like something, take them seriously. Don't be like, oh, it's fine, or don't like, this could be like the opposite of Aries. Like, don't belittle what they're saying. If they're saying something to you, it's because they mean it. They're not going to just say something. Now, you're coming through as someone with really good intentions, very noble, very free-spirited, very honorable, very loyal. You care about this Taurus. But for some of you, this Taurus seems very mutable and like changeable, and you don't know what to expect, and you say the wrong word and they're out the door. The best thing to do with this rabbit is to ask. If you're not sure, when in doubt, just ask them. And most importantly, don't ask for anyone else's advice about this Taurus. If you want to know what to do with Taurus, ask the Taurus, because their entire system is more in tune with everything. So it's very hard for anyone else, let alone someone that is your friend but doesn't know them, not truly, to tell you what to do with them, because they're not an example for other people or other people that you've dealt with, right? So best advice is to take their word on it and ask for their word. Okay? Right. And it's something that you're capable of doing, because you're coming through as the horse. You're very noble, you're very caring, you respect freedom, you are very understanding, you're open-minded. Communication. Okay. Tarot, sorry. What is going on with Taurus in relation to the seekers who are cross-watching for Taurus? The Sun card, okay, that's very good. Very loving, very warm. Nine of Swords, they're dealing with something very difficult. They might not show you. Knight of Swords. Your Taurus is scared of something. Your Taurus is dealing with something that they're not telling you because they don't want to come across as either depressing or negative or dramatic or difficult. They want to come across as, no, this is not fake. It's a part of them, right? They want to come across as someone who's happy, who's fun, who's positive. They don't want to project negativity onto you. So if they're at a distance, or if they're like acting a little bit weird, like you're like, okay, you seem happy, you seem okay, but I feel like something is off. Like something might be off. There might be more there than that they're dealing with than they're willing to show or able to show or feel free to show. Maybe if you'll express to them that you'll accept them no matter what, that they don't always have to be positive and happy and upbeat, that it's okay if they're sad, it's okay if they express fear, it's okay if they express sadness. You're not going to judge them for it. I feel like they think that you'll run away. They feel like, oh, as soon as I show pain, as soon as I show my seeker pain, they'll just run out. They won't want to deal with me, or they won't want to deal with it, especially as you're coming through as the horse. So this is also a shadow aspect of the horse, running away. They're like, oh, I don't want to scare off my seeker. I don't want to come across as this or that. But the thing is, what they're dealing with is real. And honestly, we're all dealing with something, right? Life is challenging. We all have challenges. It could go the other way around. If you're going through something negative, instead of running away, talk to your Taurus, explain to them, because your Taurus, if it's the opposite, your Taurus can contain your pain, can be tolerant and patient to it. It's not, I don't see judgment, but I do see sensitivity. Any other advice, please, for my seekers dealing with Taurus? They might be very sensitive to danger, like they're worried somehow, they're scared of something happening to you, or I'm picking up on exercising caution or being careful, not being reckless. I don't think they like it when people are reckless. Any other advice? The Lovers. So this is a big relationship in your life. This is something very, very meaningful. And you're at a crossroad. Oh, okay, that's a lot of cards. Too many cards. One card. Oh, two cards, whatever. Page of Cups and 10 of Cups. So approach them gently. Approach them gently. Approach them lovingly. Approach them with, your true intent. If you have real 10 of Cups like intent for them, tell them, express it to them. I do see that this person can be the one that, like, this is a major life decision. This could be a major person in your life. It could be your future. It could be your future spouse with this energy. This could be someone that you're going to have a kid with, or kids, possibly. But this is a very, very meaningful relationship. But it requires, right now it's in a very gentle place. So it requires gentility and sensitivity. I'm picking up. Okay. I don't have energy to do a fucus. Sorry. I love a fucus, but you know what? Let's do a general message for the collective, and that will include a fucus. So 13th element, message for a fucus energy for love. Message for love for fucus energy and secret 13 in the collective. Let's do it. Message for love, please. The Sun card. I love how many times it came out in this reading. So there's so much optimism and positivity when it comes to love. This is a very loving time for romance, where things can come together and work out. There's such great energy descending to earth to help us really communicate with truth, with benevolence, with good intent, and the glue that can help people come together. Page of Swords, Temperance, Three of Swords. This is a lot of potential for healing, for talking about what hurts, for putting the cards on the table and talking with openness about everything, with truth, with light, like not hiding anything, and really expressing the pain and an opportunity to heal pain. So the message for love for everyone, and for Secret 13th, and for Fucus: share your pain. And if someone shares their pain with you, be very tolerant and humble and listen. And just, it's very Chiron right now. Chiron is in Aries, healing of the sense of self, healing the spiritual warrior. So a lot of spiritual warriors, people who went through a lot of pain, are coming at the precipice of healing through love. And that's beautiful. That's very magical. Okay, so enjoy this energy, take advantage of this energy, and share with one another. Okay, guys, this is it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everyone who's been here from the beginning to the end. I appreciate you. Check out your general readings by the zodiac sign on my channel. Check out the extended, that is love reading specifically for you and your person of interest. That's on Vimeo below. Check out Tarot Masterclass if you want to study tarot. Check out Patreon if you want to join my little community where you get all the extendeds for unlimited streaming, monthly ones, present and past tense. That's on top of rune messages, animal spirit messages, all the karmic shift and liberation special project for all the zodiac signs are on Patreon. Thank you to my channel members for your monthly membership. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all my seekers worldwide. I love you. Stay magic and stay true, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.